What's going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Sarai Noah. Just checking in with you one more time. Day two. I'm making a video back to back. It's kind of hard staying consistent with it, but I think I have something to add to the conversation of everything going on in the world right now, as far as politics, entertainment, social media. Yeah, just wanted to come in and chime in with you. Just try to get consistent. Cause like I said, hey, we got good things to do, and hey, we got good days to look forward to, even in a bad time. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all. I haven't talked about the political tip. I know I went in on the Corey Holcomb deal last night, and just personal feelings about it, cause like I got some type of attachment to the show because I've been watching it so long. But back to the politics. Man, last day of Orange Man bad in office. Last day. Last day of Donald John Trump. Uh, yeah, last day unless QAnon. QAnon's gonna pull something out of the hat. And something crazy gonna happen tomorrow, but it don't really look like it, man. Looks like QAnon looking real goofy out here, and the QAnon supporters. I used to keep up with it though. You know, it was almost like watching Star Wars or Star Trek or keeping up with your favorite mystery novel. Cause I used to listen to it at night, just like when I'm bored, like when I go to sleep. Cause I was like, I'm listening to it. I'm just listening to it, taking it in, just seeing what they're talking about. If I can see if I can make anything match up to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But it was good entertainment while it lasted. But it's gonna be a wild and crazy day, tomorrow. January 20th is gonna be a crazy day tomorrow. First time you ever had a so-called president, a person who allegedly won the election. That's gonna bring it in virtually. You're gonna have more military people there than you have actual like fans or supporters. And I believe all along, even with COVID, when COVID was going on, I think part of that, well, a lot of COVID was political, very political. I know that for a fact. And COVID worked, so they'll have excuse for why Biden couldn't fill up a wing stop. They were giving away free wings on a Saturday night, and they said he was speaking. I promise you, he couldn't fill it up. Nobody cared. Nobody supported that dude like that for real. Whereas you had Orange Man bad. What else y'all call him? Drunk and Orange Peach and all that stuff. Hey, Donald Trump over here touring like the Beatles. Donald Trump was out here touring like it was the Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Run tour. You know what I'm saying? Selling out shows everywhere he go. Didn't even matter where he went. He go to the hood of Chicago selling out. He go to middle America in the middle of nowhere in Nebraska, out in the cornfield. He gonna sell it out. He bring them out. You know what I'm saying? For real. But with that being said, Biden's inauguration is tomorrow. I expect something real goofy to go on. He goofy. Kamala Harris is very, so fake. I mean, I don't know anybody that's faker than Kamala Harris. Like, she's so disingenuous. Like, everything she talks about, everything she says, it's almost like, she lying all the time, like 24/7. Like, you couldn't get a straight answer from her. I'm like, she's more disingenuous than Hillary. Hillary, for real. Like, I would rather have a conversation with Hillary Clinton any day than Kamala Harris. Like, Kamala Harris is like the fakest person. If you can't see that, like, it's something wrong with you if you can't see. Like, come on now. Like, Hillary is more. You could probably have a more straightforward conversation with Hillary. Yeah, I know you could, even ever than Kamala, but I guess you could with Hillary because she can play with you and do what you want. Because If she don't like it, she can do wink an eye or something, snap a finger. Hey, you'll come up missing or something. You'll get Seth Rich around this, If y'all don't know who Seth Rich is, go look him up. Or just go look up some of them old people back from Whitewater. And, I'm from Arkansas. We know the Clintons, you know what I'm saying? I don't know their son, but I done seen them around town and stuff. That other guy that's supposed to be Bill's son, But no, they can get you, hey, come up messing around with them folks for real. But anyway, the thing I want to talk about though, just shooting the breeze. Something I was thinking about. You know how they always talk about PTSD and post-traumatic slave disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder from slavery. And, I used to believe in it at first until I was enlightened by the good brother David Carroll in regards to how PTSD and slavery couldn't be a real thing. And it couldn't be because you had to explain what happened between like the early 1900s all the way up into the 70s, where the black community had functional homes. We had kids growing up in two-parent homes, like where I think we were the highest. The black community had the highest rate of kids brought up in two-parent homes. It was like over 70%. Then after the welfare state and stuff was brought in, it just flipped, and now it's upside down. It's the opposite now, where you got like almost 70 or over 70% of black children being born out of wedlock, and we see the correlation with that with our communities. Because you can't have a community unless you have families first. No way around it. You got to have family first to have a community. That's in any society. You can't show me a society where you have broken homes and you have a striving, nice, beautiful, growing community. You just can't. So with that being said, you have to explain that gap between the 1900s and 70s to show, and he used that as his words for why PTSD wasn't real. I was wholeheartedly with that, and I agreed. I agreed all day. And I used to use that as an argument when we was discussing politics and stuff. But I was sitting here thinking probably like 2 or 3 days ago, with black folks in the Democratic Party, it's something that got me questioning. I'm being a little sarcastic, but I'm being a little serious too. And I'm just read you what I wrote on Facebook today. I don't want you to think about it. And I said, I thought PTSD from slavery wasn't real. I stand corrected. I realize now that the majority of black folks enjoy working and fighting for the benefit of other groups of people without the slightest promise of anything in return. If anyone questions this logic, you're attacked for it. This is real life slave ideology. And I had shake my head emojis and sad face emojis. And what I meant by that is, think about it though. Black people love voting for the Democratic Party. We love fighting for the Democratic Party to get them elected, even though we know we are not getting anything. We are not even asking for anything. We are not asking for an agenda. We are not asking for anything. We are just voting for the Democratic Party, which benefits the Democratic Party as a whole. It benefits the CBC, the Congressional Coon Caucus. It benefits white liberals and enriches them and puts them in places of power where they can control everything and get rich. Then you're benefiting the Hispanic community, the LGBTQ community, all the other minorities eat off the back of black people, solely responsible of black people voting for the Democratic Party. And we get nothing in return. Nothing at all. And the crazy thing, we don't ask for anything. And the Democrats so smooth with it. It's not even smooth. It's just like they know us and they got their pimp hands strong. We're not gonna give them anything. And that's what they basically say. We're not going to do anything for you. The only thing we're going to do is present you with a Boogie Man. This time it was Trump. Next 4 years, it'll be somebody else. Or in a 2-year cycle, it'll be another whoever's running in all the Senate races and the House races or whatever. They'll pitch their boogeyman, and they're always racist. That's the only play they run. That's the only play they run. Like David Carroll says, it's the only play they run. Racism, racism, racism. Up the gut, up the gut, up the gut. And whoever we're gonna say the president because that's easy. Whoever runs for president, they're gonna label him as a racist. Whoever's running for the RNC, they're gonna label him as a racist. And they're gonna just hammer it home. And watch what I tell you. And whenever the election is for 2024, they're gonna also tie. They're gonna try to tie whoever's running for the Republican nominee, tie them to Trump and racism any way they know how. They're gonna do that any way they know how. So if say if you got Rand Paul running, you'll be like, you agree with Trump that the sky is blue. Did you not agree with Trump? So you're a racist. You're a white supremacist because you agree with Trump that the sky is blue. Like, I'm serious. You agree with Trump that Fords are the best vehicles. So that automatically means, so by that logic, you agree with Trump and you support Trump and you're a Trump supporter, and therefore you agree and side with the white supremacists. You're gonna have to be banned and removed off all social media, and we're not gonna let you campaign. That's their logic. And that's what they're going to do. And they're going to present you with the boogeyman and pump it home. It's going to be on CNN, MSNBC all day. Rand Paul's a racist. His dad said something 30 years ago. He didn't denounce his dad, so that automatically, therefore, makes him a racist. He's a racist. All day. All the while, they're going to hypnotize black people back into this trance. They're going to find a police shooting or injustice somewhere to a black person by the hands of a white person. And they're going to pump it on the news and the media. They're going to get y'all whipped up into a trance, get y'all hypnotized with hatred, like Boosie always say. Keep y'all focused on the boogeyman. And the Democrats are going to say, hey, we're going to protect you. Just vote for us. What about any reparations? What about any... Can we get some money for schools or funding for the community? Hey, we got to take care of this racist for you. Yeah, we're going to get to it. Let's get elected first. Let's get elected. Like they did Ice Cube. This is all elementary stuff I'm talking. I ain't going to go through all that no more. But you get the gist. I talked about this in several of the videos. But if you think about it, that's what makes me wonder. These Negroes gotta have PTSD from slavery. How else can you explain them literally going out, busting their ass, working hard, working for free at the campaign, on these campaigns at the polls, working hard to get Democrats elected, and people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris that always did them bad and did them wrong, and this dude got a 47-year history of doing black folks bad. But he has that D behind his name. And that PTSD from slavery kicks in, and we see him as master. And we got to go work for master for free. And we won't even ask him. We won't even demand nothing. At all. And then this is really slave mentality, because guess what? When you got anybody else that's black that questions, like, hey man, hold on. Why are we giving our vote away for free? Why ain't we demanding nothing? You will be attacked. And I'm not making it up. Just see example Ice Cube. Did you see how they did that, man? Just for saying, hey, I'm entertaining Trump. Because I went to the Democrats first. And they were like, hey, pretty much wait till after the election and we're going to holler at you. Okay, so Ice Cube was like, okay. So then he goes to Trump. Trump listens. That's all he did is listen. And you see how bad they tried to do the brother. They tried to label him out automatically as a Trump supporter, and they just tried to do him in, do him bad. They had him on shows. They were talking about him on Breakfast Club and all the little black circus shows on the radio, and that's no different from the slaves that love being slaves or were just socially conditioned to be slaves and didn't see nothing better or want anything different or didn't want any type of change. They would attack you. If you tried to run off the plantation, they would tell master. And they'll ridicule you. And they'll do whatever they had to do to keep you on their plantation with them. Because they want to be slaves. They like it. They love it. They love somebody treating them like a slave and like an animal. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It's utterly ridiculous. So you see how they did Ice Cube and anybody else, just like Carrie Hilson the other day. She's just standing up for freedom of speech. Like she's saying, I don't think anybody should have their freedom of speech violated. And they directly tie you instantly. Okay, so that if you like freedom of speech now, you're a Trump supporter and you side with the racists and the white supremacists. You see how they do? It's almost it's idiocracy. It's idiocracy. Trump can say, I like blue suits. I like navy blue suits. And then you come out and say, hey, I like blue suits too. Like, they're automatically, oh, so you like blue suits like Trump. So you must be a white supremacist. Or you must be a sellout or a coon, because why are you supporting Trump? You know what I'm saying? You could be like, hey, I'm not voting Democrat because I don't like what they're doing to the Second Amendment. Oh, okay, so that means you must be a Trump supporter then. You're a white supremacist. I'm black though. Now you're a white supremacist. You a Klan. I'm black though, man. Well, I'm a native. I'm a native of this land. I'm not technically black. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying black for a term, but to all the real Indians and my people that's really on their knowledge, like Dane Collins. So I'm just saying black, but I know we're not black, and I gotta stop saying that because I know our people native to this land. But anyway, you can't say nothing to even if it's your values. You be like, hey, I don't want my kids to learn about sodomy in the third grade. I think that's wrong. That's one of the reasons I'm not voting for the Democrats. Oh man, you got so man, you gonna let the racists win? You gonna let the racists win? You voting against but you voting for Trump? He a racist. Did you hear what he said about what's that shit in Virginia? Did you hear what he said about what's it called? They're bringing something for 3 or 4 years. Did you hear what he said about very good people? Something's been debunked. It's like a program, and it's just really ridiculous. But it shows you that you'll even be attacked for just questioning. You're not even bringing up Trump, but just question the Democrats. People automatically by default. Oh well, what Trump this? Well, what Trump? Like I was talking to the girl today when I read that statement out to her. I agree with you. But what about what Trump did? What about what you mean? What Trump did? Or what did Trump do for years? Trump didn't run in the little bullshit. What's the word I want to say? The social justice warrior line. He didn't go with identity politics. His campaign wasn't ran on, we're going to do this for this minority group. We're going to do this for Hispanics. We're going to do this for all these minority groups. We're going to do this and separate people out. The Republicans, whatever, I'm not a Republican either, but they didn't run on identity politics. The Democrats did. And I tell them, by default, if we're going to do identity politics, we're going to be doing things for people because of their identity. Black people should be first off the rip. It shouldn't be no question to ask. We shouldn't have to ask. We should get whatever we want first because we are the ones that built this place. We were here first. We were here before everybody else. We were here before the European came over here. We are native to this land. We built this land. Am I right or wrong? We built this. We built this on slave labor. They stole all this land from us. We were promised 40 acres of a mule. We still ain't got it. The Jews got reparations. The Japanese got reparations. But we can't get reparations. We can't get nothing. We can't get a tax break. We can't get nothing. But you spit in our face and then you can do everything for illegals in the LGBTQ community. Come on now. What type of sense does that make? And that's what I tell people all the time. So, hey, at least with Trump, you call him racist, whatever. I know He gonna put Americans first, and just by default, we gonna get put first before illegal aliens coming into the country. You know what I'm saying? Because when they come to the country, they not putting them in the white neighborhoods. They not putting them in the white affluent neighborhoods. They put them right there in your black communities, and they're putting them in your schools, and they're drawing up the black communities, the little resources that we have, as far as public resources like housing, food stamps, and all that. They putting them in our hoods. They're overcrowding the schools that black schools are already poor, underfunded, and the schools usually look like crap. Then you're going to flood it with illegal immigrants to put the ratios out, and you have kids that can't speak English and are going through all type of other stuff that are from different cultures. You mix them in with the black kids. It always affects us. They're not taking them to the private schools out there in the suburbs or in the white affluent areas. They're not. So that's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. And to see you attack, but just to wrap it back, just bring it all back to home base. We have to have some type of PTSD from slavery to work. We're trained, we're brainwashed to work and fight for other groups to benefit and prosper off of. And we think it's normal. And if another black person questions it, we're attacked. So that's where my PTSD from slavery take comes from. And it's something to think about. Even though I'm being a little sarcastic, but it's something to think about. Well, if it's not PTSD from slavery, what is it then? What is it really? You know what I'm saying? Something you have to question. And then just to bring it on home, this dude right here. So we all saw the screenshots. Black people, and you saw when they won election, black people helped us get elected. Black people are the reason we won the election. That's what all the Democrats are saying. Even Black Lives Matter, which is a white organization, not an organization for black people. Black folks defeated Trump. And then you saw they made a post like 32 days later. We ain't heard nothing from Biden. He won't even talk to us. We ain't have a seat at the table. My back is a little bit. Paperclip. And black folks defeated Trump, and they running out. Black women helped us defeat Trump, get them out of office. They celebrating, turning up, giving all black folks a verbal praise. What Joe Biden doing on the first day? Send a DACA bill to Congress. So he's more worried about illegal aliens, people that don't even supposed to be here, that broke the law to be here. He's more concerned about getting 11 million undocumented people who are already strengthening our nation. He's trying to get them to be legal citizens. That's his first plan of action. Not helping the people that help you win the election. No, not them, but illegals that can't even legally vote. But that's the key, which y'all don't even understand. I need to talk about that in another one. They doing this to place you out. They trying to push you out, black folks. And that's what's really gonna be scary. When the Democrats find out how to win without your vote, y'all really through. Y'all really through. And y'all, we really through. When they find out a way, you want to see real racism? That's when the racism is gonna really happen. When they find out a way to win without this Negro vote, they're gonna be through. Cause like I said in another post, these folks tired of coming to your hood in the election cycle and coming to your churches and singing Negro spirituals and going buck dancing and bojangling with y'all, doing whip, nay, acting like they got hot sauce in their bag. They tired of coming to y'all hoods pandering for y'all votes. They done got so lazy, they don't even want to do that. They ain't even got to offer you nothing, but they tired of even doing that. They don't even want to come to the hood to food with y'all. And when they do, y'all just act like it's the best thing since sliced bread. And this was ridiculous. It's sad. It's disgusting. Then he talking about reversing travel bans. Biden made a number of lofty promises over the summer, including to end Trump's violent Islamophobic travel restrictions on 13 majority Muslim countries, often referred to as Muslim bans. So he's doing stuff for illegal immigrants. Reversing the travel ban. 3. Rejoin Paris Climate Agreement, which don't help the black community, don't help America in any way. It's gonna mess up more middle class jobs. That's 3, 4. Executive order on mask ain't gonna help nothing. How do masks? I mean, executive order on masks is just a waste of time. All right, here we go again. Reverse Trump asylum limitations. It's something that actually Obama and Biden started anyway with the asylum of the migrant children. When they talking about kids in cages, crap, that was started under the Obama administration. Right? And so what? You fixing some of your own mess, but once again, illegals more important than black people. Move to raise taxes on the wealthy. That's a non-factor. That ain't helping nobody. You raise taxes on the rich. That's not helping the poor people. They try to do a poor-rich divide. It's all bull crap. Because if you tax them more, the less they gonna invest in their companies, the less they gonna try to help their employees. So that ain't doing nothing. Sign executive orders on regulating oil and gas. Simple as that. I can go through all of them. That when you do that, you're gonna raise the prices on oil and gas. You're gonna put a lot of middle America out of work, and blue collar workers out of work. With this clean air initiative and banning all, I understand about fracking, but just natural gas and doing all this other stuff, and oil and gas. They only doing this because Beijing Biden is bought out by China. And China and India, they don't have regulations, and that's why they have to ship their jobs overseas, because they put all these restrictions on us and let China do whatever the hell they want. And this is done by design, because they want China to be the motor for the 21st century. This is all said back in the day. If you've been on game, if you've been peeping game, even like they say, the quote, Alex Jones was right. He was right, for real. China, what you want to call them, the New World Order or whatnot. They want China to be what America was in the 20th century, in the 21st century and beyond. China's the new model. That's why they're pushing everything down. That's why they want to shut us down. That's why China's thriving now. The economy is up. This is all done by design. But yeah, just to wrap it up, we do have some type of PTSD because it's getting on 30 minutes, and because like I said, we like to work for free, and we don't have a problem with it, and we enjoy it, and we celebrate it when the master, and I call them the master win, because we're doing this for free, and we celebrate when they win, and we act like we won something. We know we ain't got nothing. They ain't even told us they're gonna do nothing for us. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say on this. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna try to stay more consistent with this, and I am out. Holla at you. Holla at your boy.